flip man, flip man. It's the flip man, flip man, flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.
All alone once again. Hello, guys. Welcome to April 14th. I'm sorry, April 14th. I don't know why I'm still stuck in March, but we're here to talk about real estate investing with a strong emphasis on wholesaling real estate, where your cash or credit is irrelevant. Today's topic is most wholesalers only see the house. Split and flip land explained. So you're going to have access to that particular training. People have been asking, how can we do this for land? The KISS method for land, just like we're doing with houses. So I think I've come up with somewhat of a hybrid. This is more of something that we're taking advantage of. Again, some free, potentially low-hanging fruit, just re-engineering opportunities that may exist that most people would ignore. So I'm alone right now. Hopefully that'll change here momentarily. Chevy should be coming here in a moment, and Torian had some mechanical issues with his vehicle. He had a flat tire, and he was at the what you call it, the tire shop, getting a tire replaced. So if you see him out there somewhere, tell him what's up. We need him. But anyway, so go ahead and announce where you're located. Please, the actual city and state, not just the state. We love to get that information if possible. Again, today's topic is most wholesalers only see the house and see the house split and flipping land explained. So I have a training that I put together for the school group, which you can happily join by texting the word SHIP, SHIP as in Paul, to 205-964-5243. And that'll get you going on the KISS method for sure. But again, we're adding an additional layer onto it to split and flip land. I was going to set up the code for that to get that training or whatever. But I'm going to try to go, let's do this. Let me just see what people are saying in here first. Let's do this. Let me go ahead and just announce you guys. Gary Rawls. We know the cousin of Gary Rawls, Raven Mason. What's up? Guess I can put them on the screen. Had a nice weekend in the house, Pennsylvania. Oh yeah, Flip Man gets down in Philadelphia for sure. Had a decent following from there for years. Karen S., hello there. All right. Brennan Foster says, good afternoon. What's up, Mr. Flipman? I have 5.5 acres, 2 lot out of Westfield, Indiana, with 5 barrels chop of one of the lots. All right. Well, we would take a look at it. What's the backstory on it? Who else we got? Hummus Land Profit. Morning, everyone. There you go. I drive it down to the seller. Okay, this is a continuation to 1.9. Well, 09. Think I could wholesale the developer. Well, I know it's these tariffs about to affect things. Yeah. Would need more details on that, my man. They're in Berkeley. Humus land profit is in Berkeley, east side of Atlanta. Thank you, Karen. East Point. Juan Kelly in Walterboro, South Carolina. Brendan is in Indianapolis. It's always hard for me to say that. Lawrence Green is here. Yeah, just announce where you're located. I like to just know where people are. Since Raven in St. Louis. Lawrence Green is in Texas City, Texas. That's what's up, named after the state. Michelle is in Orangeburg, South Carolina. I'm in the school group and training is fire. Okay, boom. Thank you. Hopefully that makes sense. For sure. He says he's in the school, going to split and flip. What he meant. Line LJ is in Baltimore. Susan Moore. Monkey. Help me with that, Susan. The home run. I guess the homie Ron. What's up? Not sure what that name is there, but hello there. And then Karen. All right, Karen says VA that they having more luck with homes for less than 50,000. I wanted them to focus on homes 100,000, 300,000. What do you think? Yeah, it's all relative. That's fine. It's going to be opportunities on both levels for sure, Karen. I'm not sure though if well, you'll see the training here later on. Here, Kansas City, Missouri. Okay, yeah, we said that. Peoria. That's Mr. Bailey in Peoria. Susan works in Cook County. She's in the Chicago area. I think that's what that means, right? Let me just let somebody know. All right. Cleveland is there. Mankey. Susan Mankey. Okay, there you go, Tyrone. Thank you very much. Is there any way I can send you the address directly? Yeah, let me put up my info down here at the bottom. There's my email address there. I'll make it as the ticker instead of this one. All right. So since I'm here by myself right now, let me just go ahead and get into the topic. I saw the show this Friday, but Friday, I didn't know Zillow would do what I needed it to do because I hate for you to go back and forth on sites. So let's get right into it. So I'm gonna have access to the training on it too, but it's gonna be the same thing I'm doing now. It'll just be that instead of all of this right here. And then I'll answer your questions afterwards. So let's get in here and let's share my screen. Boop, 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 boop. All right, so first thing I want to do is I am going to identify maybe a hot county first. I'm going to land insights, right? And I am going to let's see what I want to do here as far as a filter. Let me see what I want to do. I want to, all right, so that's got pending. Oh, wow, that's and that's a hot county there. All right, so let's look at this real quick. Let me just find some stuff. A county that has a lot of pending stuff in it. This range of size of land is too large though. Well, you know what? I'll leave it at let's do 2 to 100 acres. All right, so we can just get an idea of some stuff that's probably really hot. And then let's look at let's base it on the sell-through rate. Let's say the sell-through rate is, let's do this here. And let's do sold in 1 year. Let's do a minimum of equals to at least 50 and greater than, we'll just say 50. All right, so we'll do it that way. Wait a minute, I think I did that wrong. And equals 50. Okay, oh, it's just 50 exactly. Greater than, I think I'm done 51. I got to do it. Let me see. Oh, I got to do it up here. Let's do that. So let's do that. Greater than 50. Okay, there we go. All right, so that's sold in the last year, greater than 50. And so, some of them did sold. So let's, and then that size, of course, we got a ton of activity there. So let's break this size down a little more. So let's just say between 10 to 20 acres. Let's do it that way. All right, so now that breaks it down for us a little more. All right, so I'm trying to pick a county here, and I'm trying to keep it simple, but I'm making it more complicated than what it needs to be. All right, so let's do Aiken County, South Carolina. So let me go to Zillow. All right, Aiken County, South Carolina. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do here, first, of course, I have Zomp downloaded. Let me show you that first. So I have Zomp downloaded. Just go here and get the extension. You click on this button, it'll say add to Chrome, then you add and boom. So if you have Zomp downloaded, you'll see this floating menu here. You have to go back over to Zillow. All right, now I'm going to reset all filters. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove everything except owner posted and agent listed, right? And then I'm gonna hit apply. All right, now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to deselect everything here, except houses and manufactured. Oh, and I forgot to do this down here on more. I'm gonna do lot size 20 acres or more. Okay, then I'm gonna hit apply. All right, I'm still by myself. All right, so now, so that came up with only 22 results in that county, but that's cool though. And then over here, I'm going to sort from low to high. So the bottom is 130,000, right? All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is from here, I am going to, let me clear all of this out. I am going to start to look at property. So now, wow, look how many views this property got on down here one day. So it's 140 acres. And what you want to do is, first thing you want to see is, does it have bedrooms and bath? Because sometimes they'll just put just raw land in here where it should be houses or manufactured home or mobile home. So it needs to have some bedrooms and bath, and may not have some square footage, but need to have at least one of these, right? And then you'll look at, it says the lot size is 140 acres, but you want to verify that in the description needs to be close to that number or exact, of course. So you need to verify it in the description. So now if you look at the map right here, remember I was taking you back over to Redfin to do this, but I didn't know Zillow could do this. So Zillow, all you have to do is just expand the map. There's little 2 arrows right here. And then up here to the top left, you do lot lines. All right. So now it's showing the property here. Now, if I zoom out, it won't show them again. So I have to zoom back in. And then I just have to sort of move it around. So it looks like this is the property right here, right? This is the actual property right here. You can see the boundaries. So this would definitely be one we would target. Now, a lot of it doesn't have road frontage. That's fine, but enough of it does that we would still target it. Looks like the house is in like the center of the property. So you really drive off the main road there. And this is not considered a platted road by the county or the state. This is just a driveway. They would consider this, right? Just a long driveway. And I guess the structure of the house is back here. Looks like there's one right here also. So this would be one that we would add to our list. So we would add to our list. So I would hit the we would add to our list. So I hit the plus sign now. Now I would take additional steps. So the initial thing, what you'll do when you reach out, you'll reach out to the actual agent. I'm gonna go back. You can go back up here to the top list, left to the list and scroll back up. When you reach out to the agent, which I have some questions here that you can ask. Let me pull those up really quick. So here's like the first message that you'll send to the agent. It's like 5 different ones here that you can send over. We'll try to provide access to that. So with the owner, so hello agent name, with the owner of whatever the address is, and you put the acreage. So in this case, it'll be the 140 acres. Consider selling just part of the land and keeping the home to sell separately in your name. Another one here, high agent name for whatever the listing address is and the number of acres. In this situation, 140 acres. With the owner, sell a portion of the land, only keeping the home separate, your name. So it's just different versions. I got 5 of them here. Okay, now, if the owner, if they say yes, right? If they say yes, and normally they're going to ask you how many acres were you thinking of purchasing, then what you'll do is that what you'll do is you're gonna send a version of this message here. These are the replies if the agent says yes. So thanks for replying. We'll need, it probably need to say instead of we'll review, but we'll need to review the property in more detail to decide which part of the land we're interested in. We make a lot of offers, so we'll follow up with the specifics later today or tomorrow. Appreciate your patience. Appreciate the reply. We'll look closely at the property to decide which portion of the land we're targeting. We'll follow up. We'll follow up with details later today or tomorrow. All right, now let's go. I just want to show you that, but let's go back here to the land. So how my process, just for educational purposes. So I'm going to look at this property. So I'm going to grab the address. And now I'm trying to, now if you want to pay for the tools yourself, then of course you can. We can do it with, let's do it land portal. And you can access this one at just texting APN, Apple, Paul, Nancy, 205-964-5243. Now, this one here allows you to build list also. I'm going to show you land ID, but this one allows you to build list also. Now, it's zoned in. Here's the property. It's zoned in right here. And that's the thing, by sometimes that Zillow, it won't give you the actual, the correct boundaries of the property. So just be wary of that. It's not always going to be correct. So let me pull it up in land ID. Let me see if I can get a read on it. Because it's going to run into that issue, but we'll figure that part of it out. The initial thing is we just need them to say yes. So this is showing it's back here, right? So that's 129 acres. William Eves. So this is him right here. So We're missing 10, so that's another 5 right there. So we're close. So it's really actually better than what I thought it was, right? Because if we go back over here, it doesn't look the same way it's laid out, unless I'm missing something. See, I can't really get and look at it like I want to, because once I zoom out, let me make sure. Wait, let me do this. Okay, so now I should be good. Okay, so once I zoom out, it's still not showing my lot lines. I have to sort of zoom in a little bit. I can't see it the way I can see it over here, right? So this is the property here. So it actually has more road frontage than I thought, which is really good. Now it gets weird back in this area back here or whatever, but it has quite a bit of road frontage. Like most of it would apply to the road frontage that's available, and then you have this 5 acres right here that's already subdivided off, right? So that could just be sold separately in itself. So this is a really good one right here, right? It could be better, but it's really good because you have so much to work with. Now it appears that the property, the driveway runs down the middle of the property, which could be a good thing or whatever. If someone that you pass it on to want to subdivide, it would make it easier to put in a road, because technically a road is there. It's just a driveway and not a platted road by the state or the county or whatever. But this would actually be a pretty good one just looking at it. All right, so let's look at another one real quick. All right, and let's look at this one here. So it says sitting on 25 acres. Again, let's verify down here in the description, because sometimes it can be a little deceptive. I don't see it. I don't see anywhere where it says it does, but let's look at the photos. Sometimes you can tell from the photos, they may show the boundary. And in this one, I don't think they do. All right, and then let's go down here to the map. Down here to the map, I can see a boundary, and that may be it right there. But again, as far as what you're doing, that would be enough. Hey, I'm gonna reach out to them and see if they'd be open to selling. And like I said, we'll figure it out later on if you want to work with me. So let me grab the address though. Let's still look at it. We're in South Carolina still. All right, and okay. Let's see. Is this it? Yeah, this is it right here. So that says 97 acres. Oh, he must only be selling. Is that the same address? Yeah, 5327. Yeah, 5327. Yeah, he's selling quite a bit of land. I mean, it's a fairly large parcel. So I wonder what part of it they're selling, because it's saying they're only, well, the listing is saying 25 acres. They may be actually selling all 90. I'm showing 97 acres here. You'd have to figure out those details whenever we reach out to the agent or whatever. But just based on it, it has very little road frontage, but that's not a deal killer by no means. We would probably still target it. I hope you all can see that, right? All right, so let's look at another one. Let's look at this one for 749. It says 57 acres, and then here in the description it says the same thing, 57 acres. All right, let's look at the map and the lot lines up here. Okay, and so I guess that's it right there. So we do have a little road frontage there, of course, because you got to get to the property. Not a perfect situation, but again, it would be worth to taking a look and seeing what they would be open to, right? So yeah, that would be another one that we would target there. Just if you can see the lot lines there, you see the thumbnail there, the icon there for the property location. Let's see if that's the same thing that we're looking at. We can do in the land portal. See if that's the same thing in the land portal. All right. Let's see here. That's showing a little different. Okay. Oh, it's across the street too, which that would be lovely. Oh my God, that would be great if it's all across the street too. Well, no, because that says 74 total, so they must not be selling that across the street. Let's see if it shows the same thing in land ID. All right, let's see. Well, it's the same owner, so yeah. So this is the so this is 74, but so it must be a total of the 74 because when I click over here, let me see how big this is by itself. Let's see. So that's 17, almost 18 acres right there across the street. But I like this one even better because, the entire property length is road frontage and it's not that deep either, meaning from the road to the back of the property is not that deep. So yeah, that's kind of stuff when you're reaching out to them that we're seeing what they're actually willing to sell, right? Separately from the property itself, because it looks like the house or whatever it is in the front of the property right here, right? So yeah, that's lovely. So that's the process, guys. So you'll start obviously doing your search. I showed you how to set that up. Again, I'm gonna make it available to you where it's more structured. It's only about maybe about 12 minutes or so, the actual video. But these are the messages. This is the first message you're sent out, and this is the replies that you're sent out or some version of it. So hopefully that makes sense. So it looks like I'm not alone anymore. Dorothy, I'm not. What is it? Dorothy, I'm not alone. I do believe in spooks.
And the Wizard of Oz. Okay.
Yeah. That's the only musical I'll watch.
Wizard of Oz or the Wiz? Which one?
No, I won't even watch it. I ain't like that.
With Michael Jackson and all that.
Yeah, I ain't like that.
Have we gotten far with the questions or no? Or you started with
I just announced to everybody where they were from or whatever.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Cool. So everybody looks like they are speaking. Gary Rawls, of course, is here. Raven Mason, first time seeing him here. So welcome to the live. Brennan Foster, good afternoon, everybody, and what's up, Mr. Flipman? I have a 5.5 acre 2-lot out in Westfield, Indiana. You did?
Yeah. We already.
So where did you stop?
I probably stopped at somebody said in one street. No, that's not it. I stopped at 11. Well, Susan told me her name at 11:39. That's why I stopped.
Susan told you. Okay, Key.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
You started early.
Oh, I texted to you. I said I'm on. We're going live. And I waited.
Exactly.
Response. And I said, hey.
The show got to go on. I'll say.
The show must go on.
Baby.
Brennan Foster, is there any way I can send you the address directly?
Oh yeah, I got that one. I
got that one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And what about George Crawford in Miami?
No, I did not.
Okay. I sent you a self-storage in Edgefield, South Carolina last week. Did you get a chance to view it?
No, I missed that, George. I need to send that to my email also. We're having trouble with the CRM on that. Send that to my email also.
All right. And Lincoln is in Houston, Texas. Welcome back to the live, Lincoln. Hello to all. It's Day. And Karen S., I have Flipman processed for 55 to 49. Okay. Oh, these talking to somebody else. Okay, I understand. All right. These people talking to each other. Yeah. Let me go.
Shreveport, that's my city. What you got going on out in Shreveport, India?
Saya, what do you have going there, Saya?
Oh, okay. Yeah. We got a comp here. Oh, did you answer this question from Karen S? With the
Uh,
about her VAs?
what range?
Yeah.
Yeah, that should have been above. What's the name? What it said? What did it say? What did it say? I ain't looking at the screen.
Where she
Oh
was
yeah,
saying.
I answered that. I answered that.
Okay, cool. All right. So we are down to what's up, Hab Dolo? What's up? The Shreveport, Louisiana.
Yeah, that's down the street from one of the properties I own.
Boom. You want to share the screen?
Yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to think. Did I talk to that seller?
We be pimping.
Yeah, I think I talked to that seller. Yep. So it's been on the market right at 145 days. It's a 2-1. So, I mean, there you go, man. $5,000.
5 grand.
Too easy. 5,000.
All right. Clayton checking in. And Johnny Rose is checking in on Instagram. He's just saying hello. Of course, Jamming Always is here. I think she was talking to somebody in the chat. So that's all I see right now. I'm assuming you was going over the topic before we came on.
Yeah. Done deal.
Split and flip.
Done deal.
Okay.
I'm trying to. Oh.
Gigi is asking a question. She's asking, hey guys, regarding the split and flip strategy, going to be pulling my list and putting it in my CRM, going to be doing a SMS text marketing. What should the text conversation be like? I'm sure that's what she means. Text.
Oh yeah, just they've been here the whole time, so they saw me go through that part of it.
The text message.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Cool. I wonder why she asking that then.
Might have been while I was doing it.
Oh, she asked it when you was doing it. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna make it available to access.
All right. And Karen S would like to get a CRM suggestion.
There's so many out there. Oh my God. I have mine the link to Go High Level, but it can be a little challenging setting up or whatever, just for whatever. But they have a decent onboarding or whatever. So if you go to or you text CRM to 205-964-5243, that'll take you over there.
Yeah, I realized that have downloaded Ty already bought the domain name. Split and flip.
Oh yeah. He had looked it up.
He looked you up. Well, you said that last week.
Yeah, when I bought it while Adrian, I was on the live Thursday night.
Oh, okay. Lincoln is asking, starting out, should we focus on single family homes? Of only try to see if you can find land, vacant lots, or self-storage?
Going to depend on again, man. I think we talked about it last week on how important it is to you on how fast you're going to get paid, or well, let me say this, let me rephrase it. Is the speed on how fast you get paid is more important, or the amount you get paid is more important? Obviously, you want to do both at the same time, fast and a huge check, but you have to choose one. If you say speed, no question, houses. Bigger paydays, the land and self storage, but it takes longer. Generally speaking, is what we're talking here.
Generally. Um, I'm interested to know what I haven't asked you that. What happened with that Birmingham joint you and Chevy was talking about Friday?
Oh, I went over there. We're waiting on the.
We just waiting on the contract to get signed. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Sounds
and then on that other one, I offered 35, and the seller was like, it's a lot of house for 35,000. I was like, you want us to see sight on scene, like we trying to get inside.
Yeah, we have to take a price that where we can't,
Right. And
yeah, yeah.
then she was like, well, the law said that we'll go with 60. And I was like, well, why don't we meet at 52.5? She was like, she had to talk to her husband and everything. So I'm gonna follow up with her till I see what's good.
Uh, yeah.
Cause it's for the house and then the vacant lot. Is that and now that wasn't zoned for commercial. That was just a regular
Yeah.
area.
Mm-hmm. Um, what is that? What was that? 1121. Let me look it up real quick. But it's sort of hard to just say anything
Oh
without.
wow, you having an earthquake? Where did you say you are? Uh, who's having an earthquake? Stay safe. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. That's crazy. Where is Habdullah? Where are you, Habdullah?
I think it's there within California.
Wow. Stay
Yeah,
safe out there, man.
I think
That's
it was in
crazy.
California.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
I had a land as well. I forgot to sell her information on that one. But there was a seller that had a land. Well, there was a house on the lot, and it knocked the house down, and it's now just land, and he's open to taking offers on the land.
Oh, okay. Or was this? It was in Birmingham too.
Yeah, that's in the ham.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did
it's in
it
the
give
ham.
you a price on it?
No, man, he just said that he was getting tons of offers, but he didn't take nothing, which didn't make no sense to me.
Yeah, right. It's like what gonna make? Yeah,
Yeah,
why
it
you
didn't make
say
no
that?
sense at all.
Because do you want to sell it? You get tons off, or do you want to sell it?
Yeah, but it didn't make no sense.
Or
Cause,
is your land?
cause I made an offer for 150 grand. He was like, he was like, are you aware that it's just land? I said, no, I wasn't.
Oh, okay.
It's in I
So
give
I'm
you
like, it's worth that land is worth 150.
no. The
You
house
thought it was a
house
house.
the house that was on the land was like 300. So that's why I said 150.
Mm.
Um, it's
So it
three.
does have a house though.
No, not no more. The
Oh,
house
okay.
was demolished. Yeah, the house was demolished. So
Oh,
it's off a. I couldn't get the information on what size the lot was either, Ty.
Oh, I can figure it out. What you got an address?
Yeah, 2375 Wine Ridge Drive.
Oh, okay. What's the zip? 35215.
Nah, 35244.
Oh, okay, okay. That's. Oh, wow. Okay, let's look at that. Look at that red now. Um, how much? Oh, he said he didn't. He didn't know. Okay. Um,
Like he was like, we could make an offer, so put it together. We'll make an offer.
right. Give it to me. Again.
2375 Wine Ridge Drive.
2,
3,
2, 3,
7, 5,
5,
1.
Ridge.
Yeah, there it is right there.
Wait a minute. I need to spell Wine Ridge right. Let me see. Ryan Ridge.
No, you add it up.
Ryan.
They separate.
Oh,
You had it right there.
I think it is right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this over there. There's some good stuff. He live in Huntsville too. Okay, so this is 0.40. What this is? 0.26. Well, this should be pretty simple. It ain't. Let me see. Let me look at my thing here. Look at hell. Look at hell. Look at hell.
What side is that? What
That's in a pretty, it's a B area.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's a B area for sure. Oh, okay. That initial view says 11 grand. Let me see. All right. Let's do us a distance.
It's 0.21.
Yeah. I'm trying to look at the ones because a lot of these probably had houses on them. And the zip codes are changing too over here because it's so close to some other zip codes. It's sort of weird. I'm just trying to look for some consistency here. Man, it's stuff all over the place. This is a tough one. Let me do it this way. Where was it? How now, brown cow? All right. Let's do this. Yeah, so this is off of Highway 2. Well, no, it's not. Let me see. Old Rocket Ridge. Oh, I know exactly what that is. Okay, that ain't far from where I am. Okay, it's back up in that little cut right there. So you turn off of how you get back there? Trying to see how you get back there. So that's Acton Road. You go down through there. Okay. Interesting. All right, so let's see here. They probably ain't that much back there. Let's see. And let's see. So he up in this area right here, looks like, right up in here. All right, so let's change this over to sold and see if we got any lots of land that are sold. And it ain't that. I know it wasn't gonna be that much. Ain't really none of that. So you got to go by what the houses are selling for. Let's look at the last 6 months. Yeah, so 375, 400.
So right around the 350 plus range.
Yeah, he has his lot appears to be a little bigger than everybody else. I don't know if that means he can build a little more, but we know you can build. This house right here is 3,100 square feet. That's 2,500. That's 2,700. Of course, these look like they were probably built in the 90s, or like even 80s. What year was this house built? 76. So yeah, it's sort of a little older subdivision for before this area really just took off or whatever. Man, the ideal, I'm just gonna say the number is 350 on the house, somewhere in there. I'm trying to get something like that at maybe 10% of that number, right? And then so we would probably be around 35 or so on it. And he probably has gotten a lot of offers on it. He probably is, right?
Yeah. Then I have another one that wants 12 grand.
Okay, where is that one?
That one is 3944 11th Avenue North.
Okay, what is it again?
3944 11th Avenue North.
I can already probably tell you that a bit too much.
Right there.
Yeah. Well, I might be wrong on that. Is this in Norwood? No, it ain't. I can choose any of these probably. That's the land bank. Let's see this one here. What was the street?
11th Avenue.
11th Avenue.
That's a house. It's a house on there though. So
it's a house. Okay. My bad. All right, that's different. Okay. Let's see.
So it's a corner lot. We was trying to think if there's supposed to be another house right there, because our the other two houses are close to each other. So is that like another lot?
I can tell you real quick.
So yeah, that is another lot.
Yeah, it's a whole nother lot, but he doesn't own it though.
Right.
Yeah, so you got that and then that right there. So.
Okay, so it's just a vacant lot that's right next door to it.
Mm-hmm. So this him right here, the straight through.
Yeah, shotgun.
Yeah. 12 too much. Too much over there. You can check out this.
Yeah, I already see it.
Yeah. Something like this. Couple grand. Maybe can move for 8, 9, something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Ruffo was there. Mr. Well, I ain't gonna call his name. I don't know. All right. There you go.
All right.
12,000 cash, firm, or stop texting.
Oh, you did.
These sellers be funny, boy.
Yeah.
That'd be funny, man.
Prep and pass with Mr. Bell. Just my first time seeing him on here, so thank you he's saying thank you so much for the free game you guys give.
Yes, sir. This your first time or what, Mr. Bale?
Mr. Bale. Charles Madden, welcome back to the live. Say, hey, it's the best show in the house. Once again, kicking it live with the live. Okay. And Eugene Scott said, good afternoon, Flip Man. I want to send over a lot deal to your email. I want to see if it's worth it. And if so, would you like to join me with it? It's over 3,000 square feet.
Yeah, just my number is, my email is scrolling at the bottom here. So.
All right. And be careful out there. Have Dolo. He's having a 6.2 earthquake right now. So the whole apartment is shaking right now. So.
Where you at? Where are you?
San Diego, California.
Okay. Wow, that's tough.
It's crazy. Let's see here. Verna. Oh, she's talking about the earthquake as well.
Yeah, I think
Brennan-
Verna's out there right now too.
oh,
Yeah,
she's there too. Oh, wow. That's,
Yeah, she-
y'all be safe out there now. You know, scary. Should
Yeah.
be. I know it's scary. Gotta be. I've never been a part of an earthquake before, but I'm sure that's super scary. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that's crazy. Brennan Foster said that he emailed you that property.
So you don't want me to bring it up here in the platform.
What you think? What you think about parking lots, Flip? We got a parking lot in Alaska.
I don't know enough about it, but I would definitely take a look at it. How big is the lot?
The lot is it's 0.31 acres. It's a small parking lot.
What's next to it?
Houses.
Oh, okay, so it's paved.
Yes. I'll give you the address. 1007 West 40th Avenue.
Yeah, we can. Somebody might know better than us out there. So 100 what?
7 West 40th Avenue, Anchorage, Alaska.
Anchorage, AK.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have no idea, Saya. Hey, I have no idea what we got going on right here. Okay.
Yeah, it do look crazy.
I have no idea, man. How much you want for it? Like, got some apartments over there.
I mean, I'm gonna make an offer for like 30,000.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's paid. Got a fence around it. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, somebody that'll be a good place to store your vehicles and stuff.
Yeah, nice
Mhm.
little parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't never sold no parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't never did no parking lot.
I never did that before. Before. No, sir.
I was.
Karen was asking a question again. I guess you didn't hear earlier when she was asking about CRM.
Oh, just text CRM to 205-964-5243.
Got the plug for that too, Flip?
I just linked. I just did the normal affiliate thing with
GHL.
Yeah, go high level. Man. So
Charles Madden wants to know: can we do creative financing with land?
oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, that's ideal.
Yeah, that's ideal. It's easy to take back if need be.
Yep. No eviction, no nothing.
Yeah.
You just waiting on the corner with your paperwork.
Yeah, waiting on the court.
Wait, where you putting the notice at? In the middle of the grass? In the middle of the grass? Oh man.
I guess Gigi was saying that she probably need to go back to the beginning and watch the presentation. Remember, she was re-asking about the land and doing the text messaging.
Oh, I'll throw it back up on the screen. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so here's like the first message that you're seeing or whatever. I posted these in the group already, but that's the initial message that you're seeing. And then if they say yes, then the second message, you'll just reply back with one of these messages here. Thanks for replying. We'll review the property in more detail and decide which part of the land we're interested in. We make a lot of offers. We'll follow up with specifics later today or about tomorrow. Appreciate your patience. So just different versions of that. Yeah, and then the first message, high agent name with the owner of the listing address and whatever the acreage is. Consider selling just part of the land and keeping the home. to sell separately, your name, another version, high agent name for listing whatever the address is, 123 Main Street with 10 acres. Would the owner sell a portion of the land only, keeping the home separate, your name? Yeah. So just different versions of that.
All right. And Dave Darden has a question. Said, Ty, got a question. Do you think this would be a good area for truck parking? It was a tire place last year, but they moved to a new location. Now it's just vacant, and she's given the address. I'll be talking with the owner this week.
Okay. We need a complete address. We need a.
She has that. It's
okay.
Yeah, Texas. Yeah.
What's the what's this
239 West Pecan Street.
Okay, let's just see how big it is. See what we got here. Okay, that's a decent size lot there.
Man, that look clean.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a decent size lot. Let's see how big it is. Looks clean, baby. Let's see here. Texas. All right. It's a couple of acres. You know, the building takes up a good portion of it. But you know, you definitely can put several trucks there. Let's just look at the what's the name view again. Let's look at it from the street. How do you get to the street? Let me see. Right here. I don't think. Well, I guess that won't matter. But yeah, just looking at it, oh yeah, you can get several trucks on that. For sure. You just have to make sense on what he released the space for. You know, it may just be a temporary lease until he gets a permanent tenant. But just looking at it, yeah, you can get several trucks on there, probably at least 10. Oh yeah.
Oh, right.
If not more, I'm just, just from what I can see. Yeah, obviously they have to have room to be able to maneuver around or whatever. So with a load.
And great day, all. That's coming from Tammy Bass. Welcome to the live. Then you have Anita Nesbitt. Welcome back. Hey, Ty, I'm new to land and like the land portal. Are you connected with them for offering a discount like you do with Dealulator? Also, please explain the worse house. The worse the house, the better.
As far as we'll answer the second question first. I don't. It just boiled down to the numbers. Ideally, I would love for it to be totally livable and just a great deal based on the condition, But being in just bad condition just not automatically makes it a deal. Sometimes it can be a deal breaker or whatever. So it's just going to be relative. It could be a brand new house if I can get the right price on it, right? So it's just relative, Karen. It's just a lot of times you find deals on stuff that need a lot of work. It's probably, if the numbers played out, you probably find deals on those, but that doesn't have to be the situation, or that's not the preferred method. I prefer to actually be livable and it'd be a great deal, right? Because that's going to just be more attractive to more people, I think. As far as the on the land portal, if you text what do we have here for the London portal? I put it on the screen right there if you remove that comment. If you text APN to 205-964-5243, that'll. Well, if you already signed up, then that goes beyond my affiliate link or whatever. But what do they offer? I don't even know what they promote right now for a new affiliate. I can find out for you. If you just email me, I'll let you know.
And Mr. Bell is saying he's been watching us for the past 2 weeks, but it's his first time commenting.
Okay, that's what's up. All right. You came back day after day. Thank you, sir.
Came out of the clouds and came on down, and
we
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Let's see here. All right, Debbie and Scooter. Back in 1986, we had an earthquake in Indiana. Yeah, I'm sure that's
Oh,
scary, scary, scary.
oh.
Quick, make sure. Yep, yep. They do make money. Charles Madden. Hey, do me a favor, guys. Ty, this one is for you. Uh, bought a course probably last year, and I didn't know if I had it all in. Didn't know if you had an all-in-one thing going on with contracts, etc.
What is he saying? What?
He bought
What?
a course, and he didn't know if you had an all-in-one thing going with contracts.
He bought a course from me.
I'm assuming he's saying from you.
Yeah. Well, the contract is available to. It's just free right there on digulator.com. The land and the houses contracts, they're available right there on the site. I guess I could just show you. If you go to digulator.com, the agreement is right here. That's the purchase and sales agreement for houses. And then that's the one for land right there.
Okay. And Dave says thanks. Oh, and Gemini Way, she has a follow-up question from Anita's question. Sometimes she sees single-family houses that look good, but the kitchen could use a rehab. Are those good to look at? The rehab on the kitchen.
I mean, if a house look good and something needs rehabbing, it all depends. But a lot of times, when the seller put a lot of money into their house, man, I'll give you an example. Let's just say the house they're asking retail 300,000. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna do a kiss of what's that, like 160 somewhere around there, and then
Mm-hmm.
they come back and they counter you and say 295. You keep it pushing. Now, let's just say you make an offer for 160 and they counter back at 200. We're close. We're in the ballpark. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So those are things that you got to look at. Offers is free. Make the offer and see what the counter is. That's all.
All right. And we have some questions over on Instagram. I'm not ignoring you guys. The Realtor 43 said most of the houses, when we had that house for 25,000, they were asking for. He was saying that most of 25K houses are paid off, and they'll be motivated to sell them for 5K.
Nope. That's
Not,
not
not, yeah,
that's
not in
not,
that situation.
that's not the case, man. Even when the house is paid off, like the sellers are gonna want what they want.
One what they want.
So it's just a matter of this what kind of level of motivation there is.
Yeah.
And when you're looking at that property at 25,000, the property wasn't that bad on the inside. You know, um, I mean, I bought a property down the street a couple years ago for $3,000, but that was just because there's motivation there, because there was a situation going on. But a lot of times, sellers want what they want, and if there's no pain, if there's no motivation there, you can't squeeze motivation into a seller.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the name of the game: motivated sellers.
Lady Red 1122 on Instagram is asking, "Hey guys, hope all is well. I've been trying to set up my one-on-one coaching. Let me know when a spot is available, please and thanks."
Just email me. We can get on the phone. Yeah, just email me. We can get on the phone. Whenever we finish this, just email me. We get on the phone whenever we finish this.
And you say email. Okay. The Realtor 43 wants to know, when looking at land, you looking for highest and best use? I think that's a statement. I don't think that's a question.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So that's the statement. All right. Let's see here. We got a property to comp. David Carter submitted a property that's in Richardson, Texas. It says, well, he was talking about a different address, but he said this is the right one. So,
All right, let's take a look at that one. Mr. David Richardson, Texas. Off market. Okay. It's not bad. What have you gotten in touch with the seller? What's the seller asking for? What is it that the seller is asking for this? Like how much they want? But Zillow say 359.5. Let's see what else we got. We have Realtor. Oh, got it for rent at 19. Okay. Is it listed with a realtor or with the seller? Okay. And then we have Redfin. Oh, now Redfin don't have nothing up, so it's just mainly Zillow at 359.
Is that Redfin on the same street?
Yes, 519.
What's the square footage on that one?
This one is similar, 3 beds, 2 baths, 1366, so about 100 square feet different.
Okay.
But this one fully remodeled though. Not bad.
Yeah,
it was listed last May for 384. So
yeah, I guess 375 we would probably say so.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So
I would bet 40%, 60%. I would that is about 250, something like that.
So I'll say that we're at what? 215?
Yeah. We're at 225.
Yeah. So between 215 and 225.
all right. Did that one. Lincoln as asking for that last property you said about 10 trailers could fit. Would the buyer be the one who is responsible for providing the trailers?
No, she's Day is referring to he's referring to Day's property, the one with the.
I'm thinking he's talking about that.
Yeah, she's talking about truck parking. There's some content that I put out a couple years ago with my guy over at Truck Parking Club, and basically what they do is just partner with owners of properties that are of just vacant commercial stuff normally, and they give truckers a place to park. If you didn't know, that's like a huge problem in that industry is parking legal available parking for truckers. So if there's a million trucks on the road, there's only like maybe 100 or 200,000 legal parking spaces available. So you just got whole companies out there. That's what they dedicate to make a ton of money. So the reason she was asking about that, we were not talking about. I'm assuming he's talking about mobile homes.
Yeah,
we're talking about I was saying the trailer, so I meant like the whole thing with the truck, 18-wheeler or whatever. So that's what.
And David is saying that the realtor wants 290 on that property. 225, what are you saying? Is it too far apart?
290. We're looking at fully fixed up 375, somewhere around there. 290. That's not bad. I mean, that means that I would still make the offer at the 225 and see if there's a counter there. And just like, hey, here's really where our number is at, 225. And then see how they respond to it. We talk about what, a 65,000 difference? Oh man, you can make that up in rehab.
Yeah, it needs more room. Oof, that's your profit right there.
Brennan Foster is asking, where is a good place other than PropStream where he can find hedge fund buyers or developers?
I'm sure some tools out there that'll do it. I don't know. I don't know.
All right. Billy Pratt, welcome to the live. He's on Facebook. He says, see plenty of empty homes, just don't know what to do.
You're in the right place, sir. We'll get you going. So if you just see plenty of vacant houses, if you want to take that route based on where you live, number one, you need to identify the address. Once you identify the address, you need some way of identifying who owns it. You can use the county. Is the arrow on it? You can use the county website's information. The county website's information to try to pull up who owns the property. Once you identify who owns the property, then you need to reach out to them. There are some free skip tracing services online. They're hit or miss, but it's free. So you have to take that with the good or the bad and reach out to them, give them a call. Hey, saw this house over here vacant. Mr. Jones, it looks like your house can solve a huge problem that I have. I have more eager investors ready to buy in this area than I have properties to offer them. And I think your property is a perfect fit. Would you like to discuss more?
There's a couple of people that wanted to respond about the hedge fund buyers. The Realtor 43 is saying your national builders are your buyers. And then Gemini Ways is suggesting that.
What did he want the hedge fund buyers for?
He didn't say. He just said
okay.
he wanted something other than PropStream, basically.
Okay.
All right. Soul Soldier 70. So when the seller says yes to selling part of their land, what would be the who and how for finding the buyers?
Well, number one, we have to identify how much they're going to sell, right? And that'll determine, number one, how we're going to try to tie it up. Now, part of it's going to be my ideally, the first approach would be to, now you got an agent involved again. It boils down to the same thing again, but we can try to jump through it, is on how they're going to get paid. But ideally, it's going to depend on how much time they're going to give us to purchase it. Well, let me back up. That ain't even going to matter. At what price, how much we're going to be able to buy, and at what price point. Okay. Now, if we can get like the exact price point we want, we just market it out to a couple of people I know that'll probably just scoop it up or whatever. You know, that's just me. Now, assuming I wasn't in the deal. If I'm not in the deal, then if ideally you want to try to get them to owner finance it to you, but owner financing it to you in a way where the house can still say listed. So now the reason this is a little different, just raw land by itself, because now I can market it different than the house itself, right? And so if they'll give you the time to actually market the property based on them just wanting to sell it and she didn't want to deal with it, then you can move forward on that. Otherwise, we're going to still have to go through the same process that we would normally go through and try to get some owner financing to get that part of it off the market or whatever. Now, the survey is going to have to be taken, which again, that part of it, if you bring me in, I would handle that, because we got to split it off from the property that the one with the house on. We got to determine that. So once we do that, then we have what we can market out. So it's going to be some money spent, but I got the resource to make that happen. So again, it still boils down to the same thing. It's just different because now the goal is to get something just really underpriced, because they still going to have an opportunity to sell the house for whatever they want and the land that comes with that. That's what we're trying to accomplish here, if that makes sense to you. If we can get it really underpriced, money's still going to have to be spent. It ain't just going to be a just straight wholesale deal like we do with a house or whatever, and it's off market. Money's still going to have, but I just have the resources to do it that way versus the other way. right? Because the house and all that stuff gonna still remain on the market.
All right. Properties by Martin. Good afternoon, fellow Memphian. I wanted Flipman to know what he thinks about Regrid Pro, about the good data it has, and how does he like using it.
I've tinkered with Regrid. It does have like a free option that at least allow you to see boundaries of properties. And you know what? I don't think I pay for the Pro. I paid, and I probably really need to cancel them. I'm glad you brought that up. Is the heat on there? And so I hadn't used the Pro and the data per se. It has its own little. I think with Regrid you can. What was different about it that I liked? There was something. It was something that they had. I hadn't used it in a while in that way that they had that other people didn't have at the time. But I think Landport has overcome that. I can't really answer that question because I don't remember what it was one little feature that I liked that they had, but I don't even remember Prosperity. I can just tell you the Landport is better. Because it allows you to establish road frontage. I'm just saying that if you're going to target land, that's huge.
Lincoln is asking, when it comes to EMD, if we as a wholesaler provide it, do we get it back at closing on top of the wholesale fee?
You get your money back.
Eugene Scott, good afternoon. I just sent the lot deal to your email. I did pull it up on Land ID. I think it may be a deal. I guess the 3,000 square feet deal he was talking about. Eugene Scott.
Eugene Pruitt. Oh, go ahead.
Okay. So Dave has a question for Chevy. Should I look into this home? She says she sent you some pictures. I'll be talking to the owner today. The neighbor let me in and got some video.
Oh, this a deal, Day. It's a deal right here.
Oh.
I don't think you can lose with this one. I think this is it.
That's the one.
I think this is it. This is the one. This is the one. Let's go. This is it. Man, this thing looking. Ooh. Ooh.
I guess she's asking, would you give an offer as is?
Yes.
This is it.
Okay.
No. Why would you let this? No. You want to sell it to You want to sell it as is. You don't want them to fix it up.
No, never.
Let me know if you need me to get on the phone with the seller with you.
So, okay, so she's asked that. And Properties by Marty had a follow-up question about Regrid for looking up land and making a lead list for land.
No, the Landport is going to be way better. Like, way better. You can access that by texting APN to the number. It's way better. It was built for investors.
Oh, and Chevy, they wanted to confirm that you got the photos.
Yeah, me and Dave texting right now.
Cool.
Yeah.
That was all of the questions up until this point.
Hey, Dave, see if you could grab an address from the seller. Text him.
Mistake.
How come you don't got that? Yeah, send me the address so I can look it up, see where we need to be at. And then we'll have a conversation with the seller. This is it, Dave. I think this is the one, man. I got a good feeling.
She's been hustling.
I got a good feeling.
It's off market.
off market. Neighbors let her in to take a look at the property. How you forget the address though? She probably got in there excited.
What?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Cool.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
G money.
Yeah, those are the questions on Instagram as well as YouTube.
All right. It's time to wrap it up.
All right, guys. So they say it's time to wrap it up, and we will wrap it up. So if you want to access that, I guess little training we did in the beginning, what is it? Split and flip land. Oh, that's a wrong one. Where are you, Scooby Doo? There you go. So just text CLIP, CLIP, 205-964-5243. Text the word CLIP to 205-964-5243. That'll get you going there. So, and those scripts, just email me and I'll send you over those on what the initial message and what I'm trying to say. The responses that you want, and I'll send those over to you. So with that being said, appreciate the guys providing all the comments and help with making this go a lot smoother when I'm just here by myself stumbling around. I guess we'll see you guys on Wednesday. Thanks. We'll see you on FLIP SID.
Flip man, it's the flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.